Hey, YouTube. Y'all see that story today? I saw it. Well, I saw it on Charlemagne. I saw it on the Breakfast Club. The donkey of the day. The donkey of the day was given to this woman. Not the woman. Given to this store, Staples. Staples, they sell school supplies and stuff. Apparently, this black woman, she was several months pregnant with twins, right? So she was huge. One of the managers of the store saw the woman in the store. He didn't see her steal anything. He didn't see her pick up anything that belonged to her. He didn't see nothing. He saw this big woman with her stomach extended in the store, and he decided that she was stealing something, shoplifting. There happened to be a police officer in the store, and he had the nerve to go over there and tell him to investigate that woman. The story is only interesting to me because this has happened to me, and pretty recently, I think a year ago. Okay, so when I used to be a dope fiend. When I started doing dope, I was 28 years old, so I was too old to hold, right? Too old to hold. You got to find your hustle. Where you gonna get your money? You're gonna do drugs. You got to produce money. Some people can stay on their jobs and just do dope on part time, but since I went in it so hard, I had to have street money, right? So what could I do? I became a shoplifter, a thief, in Los Angeles. I'd always been somewhat of a thief, but it was not out of necessity. But this time I went hard at it, right? Because I was a new drug addict. So anyway, so I got pulled over a lot for stealing, but I was always, always, always guilty. So it doesn't bother me as much, right? The many times if I was at a store like department store or something like that, oh, I'd throw a fit. Excuse me? How dare you? Oh, I'll fall on the floor and everything else. Oh, a black man being treated wrongly. Oh, and then many times the people would move me along just to stop the scene, right? And I would get away. If I can get a few feet away, I'm just gone at it. Anyway, so that's the background, right? So I haven't stolen anything for years. Even I've been clean 16 years, but even before I got clean, I started selling drugs, so I didn't need to steal, right? So I hadn't stolen anything maybe, I don't know, 25, 30 years in the store. So recently, I live right next door to a Safeway store, right? I'm in there. When you live right next door, you need a Coke, you go to the store. You're always in and out of the store. Unfortunately, because every time I come out of the store, it seems like it's $20, even though I was only going over there for milk or whatever. So I was in the Safeway store, and I had this leather jacket on, right? Now, you guys know, people who are into all of this electronics and stuff, by the time you put a jacket up, with like a leather jacket on, with pockets in it and all that, I had a Kindle, a big Kindle. It's like the size of a like an iBook size. I had that in my pocket. I had phones, chargers, all of this stuff. It was just, my jacket just looked full, right? But I hadn't done anything wrong. I was just in Safeway getting a few items. And like I said, I've been in and out of that store forever, for 10 years. So I was in the store getting ready to be checked out, right? And this black dude, Jamaican, I was still paying my stuff. He kept coming around looking at me. I said, "Excuse me, can I help you? You need something? What's wrong? You need something? I do something to you? Oh, yeah, can I speak to you a minute?" He said, yeah, it looked like you might have some. Just a bitch. Now, wait a minute. Now I was highly insulted, but I was so it had been so many years since I've been accosted that way that I hadn't had time to gather my thoughts, right? And so he said, "Yeah, you look like you." I said, "Man, it's my fucking radio." Anyway, I was just on the verge of cussing him out because he wasn't stopping any white people who were overweight or who had muscles or who clothes didn't fit right. Why are you stopping me? Because Safeway, this is the thing. I live in a pretty good neighborhood, right? But it's a supermarket is where a lot of people, homeless people, crazy people, they go to eat there, right? So basically, there's a lot of security in the Safeway store. Now he got all these people stealing shit out of the Safeway store. You can just see them eating the food in the store and all that kind of stuff, right? And he gonna come to me, an upstanding citizen now, an upstanding citizen, based on lumps in my jacket. He got lucky because I was just about to tell him. I said, "Are you going to go through this aisle now and decide?" I just warming up for this read. I'm gonna let him have it because this time I actually was innocent. See, but you deserve to be treated like a citizen. Anyway, the dude got away because somebody came and said somebody had just grabbed the whole rack of something and ran out the door with it, right? So he had to take off that way before I get to his ass. But I made up in my mind. I said, that will never happen again. That will never happen again. Unless you see me steal something, do not approach me with that bullshit. Black people have always struggled with, you go in the store and these, they're always watching you more than they watch other people, particularly young people. They just know you're going to steal something, right? So we've always had to kind of deal with that. But I am not going to allow anyone to humiliate me like that again because, like I said, I live next door, which means my neighbors are in the same store that I'm in. Now, how does that look? And I'm being pulled over to the side and being patted down in the store. And with they all seeing me being treated this way, they're going to assume that, oh, he's a thief. Correct? That's defamation of character. Am I not correct? So I decided, okay, next time that happens, we will pull it over and either I will get loud, so loud that I have drawn a crowd, or I will see the management. But I am never going to allow that to happen to me again. So when I saw this story today on Donkey of the Day, what's that thing called? Yeah, Donkey of the Day, Charlemagne's thing. Okay. When I saw that today, when he harassed that woman because she was pregnant, I said, that is a lawsuit. And perhaps he should pursue it as a lawsuit. A lot of us will say, since we're black, we always used to be watched and all that kind of shit. No big deal. No. You didn't see me steal nothing, motherfucker. How you... excuse me. Let me calm down. Security people, unless you see a person steal something, keep your ideas and your mouth to yourself. Either you're going to invest the time in following that person or going back over your films or somebody's going to report they saw them. You cannot be judging people based on their body parts. What if I just happened to be fat, and that day I was feeling particularly fat, so I really did take offense at this incident. So anyway, I felt the woman's pain in that story. How dare you? People see you. When people see you getting stopped and searched and patted down and asked questions, they assume that you are a thief. That's defamation of character, in my opinion. You have harmed my character. When they see me at my next door neighbor, when they see me out on the street, then, oh, he steals. See what I mean? So probably this woman won't take us to court, but I think she could have a lawsuit. I think she could. She at least get a settlement. File the lawsuit. If the settlement sounds all right to you, then we don't want to be bothered with it, then accept the settlement. But that shit was just plain old wrong. So I agree. Let me sing my song, my version. You are the donkey of the day. Ooh, donkey of the day. Staples, knock that shit off. All right, folks, time to go to the gym.